What's going on, everyone? So, Lakers offense has been really cruising under JJ Redick. JJ Redick has them running all kinds of sets and actions and really look like a competent offense out there. Lakers have had their struggles, not because of the offense in which JJ Redick has run, but more so just players not really hitting shots and playing the right way at times. But the Lakers are still, top five. I think they're fifth now at the time of recording this video in total offense. I think they're going to be a top five offense, period. They're going to be one of the better offenses in the league. Problem is defense. Defense has been a real concern. Also, points in the paint. A lot of people are like, oh, well, they're taking more threes. They need to be points in the paint. They are currently fourth in points in the paint. So they're still one of the best points in the paint team. Still one of the best total offenses. And JJ Redick has talked about being willing to change and adjust whatever is necessary for this team to kind of put this team in the best position possible, kind of maximize the players in the best way possible. And you saw that in the last game, and I imagine kind of continues going forward. And that is in the sense of kind of these pairings that JJ Redick has emphasized. So you have the first pairing, which is D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis, that JJ Redick talked about how he really likes that duo, their ability to play off of each other, pick and roll action. One of the best plays in all of basketball, even last year, best play in all of basketball was the D'Lo AD pick and roll. D'Angelo Russell is a very good playmaker, right? And it's something that, especially with Anthony Davis, he's one of the few guys that actively looks for AD, but also is just really good at getting him the ball in his spots, as well as just feeding him when need be, right? And so to kind of utilize D'Lo, put the ball in his hands more, and allow him to kind of go make some plays and be kind of the best version of himself, survey the defense, and kind of take what the defense gives him in the space of like me going and getting a bucket, or making a play and passing it and getting it to AD or kick it out to a shooter or whatever, I do think is the right approach. Something that I talked about all season, last season, was Darvin Ham's lack of just letting D'Lo be the point guard. Right? Now with JJ Redick's offense, and I've talked about this before, you don't necessarily need a point guard in the traditional sense. Right? You just really need somebody that can initiate the offense and get you into your actions. However, it is nice to, at times, kind of default to just like, hey, let your point guard go make a play. It is something else that I've talked about, right? That you have the luxury at times. Sometimes guys just aren't hitting shots. You just need your point guard to go make something happen, right? And I've talked about it in the sense of like if you trade D'Lo, you could always default to LeBron and kind of have LeBron be that guy. And you saw like LeBron doing that in the previous game, and he's kind of done it in spots this season. But with D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Davis, it gives you that duo that can really play and has some real chemistry. And they've done a really good job of feeding off of each other. So one, and this is why I love JJ Redick. And it's something that I've highlighted for D'Lo's playoff ailments, right? D'Lo is a guy that at times and regularly will completely disappear in the playoffs. And I've talked about how Darvin Ham never put him in a position to kind of get out of those slumps, where I've talked about I believe JJ Redick would. And D'Lo has these shooting slumps and just, kind of gets in his own head and kind of gets in the way. And when you basically don't change anything and you're just continuing to have D'Lo play the way that he was playing, and he's just sinking, and he's sinking faster, getting more and more in his own head, rather than like, hey, instead of you just standing out on the perimeter and just shooting 10 threes a game, you don't have it right now, that's fine. Let's put the ball in your hands and let you go make some plays. And we've seen D'Lo rattle off like 8 straight points without scoring the basketball, simply making plays and passing the basketball, right? So it's like, one of the things that I talked about, if we have D'Lo, which I highly doubt, I would be pretty shocked if the Lakers have D'Angelo Russell come trade deadline. But if for whatever reason we do, I do believe that JJ Redick will put D'Lo in better position, even if he's having his struggles, to kind of just, hey, like, tell you what, you don't got the shooting right now, no problem, right? Let's try to get closer to the basket, try to run some offense here, right? Why don't you make some plays? Tell you what, instead of going and getting 30 points, why don't you get me 30 points and assists? Why don't you go get me 15 assists, right? Or 12 assists, and kind of empower him that way. An assist is as good as a bucket. So go out there and do that, right? And kind of just put him in better spots is kind of what I'm getting at. But the second pairing is the LeBron James and Austin Reaves pairing, right? And look, LeBron and Reaves, I mean, they've been a match made in heaven since Reaves came to Lakers, right? They've really had a relationship, really play well off of each other. And you've seen JJ Redick was talking about how he wants to play kind of D'Lo and AD more, as well as Reaves and LeBron more. And Reaves and LeBron, again, you got two guys that kind of understand and get each other, are kind of always in the right spots at the right time. And I do think is a duo that really can thrive. So, you have stints where LeBron and Reaves are on the bench getting some rest, and AD and D'Lo are kind of playing their two-man game. And then you have other times where AD and D'Lo go to the bench, and then you have Reaves and LeBron playing their two-man game. And then that also opens up Reaves and allows him to be more aggressive, right? That allows him to kind of play his game more, allows him to kind of have the ball in his hands more. Also, LeBron can kind of play his game a little more. And you can kind of just get different looks and do different things and kind of put yourselves in different positions at times, right? And now LeBron, he gets to, run that two-man game to where he can kind of thrive. He can go get his 20. Reaves can go get his, 15 or whatever. He's actually averaging like 17. So, his 17. And then, when that shift goes to the bench and goes to get some rest, okay, well, now you bring in the D'Lo and Anthony Davis shift. I do like that idea. I do like the kind of keeping them in pairings, right? Like, one of the things you saw last year with Darvin Ham, to talk about the difference, right? Darvin Ham loved to sit LeBron and D'Lo at the same time. And they're your two best playmakers. They're your two best ball handlers, right? And we saw countless times Austin Reaves being the sole ball handler and playmaker out there on the basketball court, and it wasn't good. Yet Darvin Ham just continued to do it over and over and over again. I mean, how many times do we see Austin Reaves with the bench unit? It's just like, dude, he can't, he's not D'Lo. He can't just like create things out of nothing, right? Like, and I get the idea is like, okay, well, he can kind of be aggressive. Well, why not keep him with LeBron to where LeBron can kind of make the plays, and then Reaves can continue to be aggressive, and he doesn't have to try to balance getting assists as well as scoring the basketball. He can kind of just play his game. I just think like those little tweaks, those little adjustments are the difference. And these four guys in D'Lo, Reaves, LeBron, and AD, I mean, they're your main guys. They're the guys that you want the best version possible of all four of them. The LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they're going to do LeBron James and Anthony Davis things. I mean, LeBron's been great outside of that one game, that one Suns game. Anthony Davis is literally having an MVP level season. He's like top 5 in like every statistical category right now. I think he's like 7th in like blocks or something, blocks, something. Right? Like the dude has been just otherworldly, right? But you need the best version of D'Lo. What's the best version of D'Lo? Where he gets to be the point guard. Right? It's where he feels the most comfortable. It's where he feels the most confident. Even when his shot isn't falling, he's still giving you production out there because he's able to just create, make plays, and generate offense that way. And then we've seen D'Lo just kind of just default to pure playmaker. Right? His shot's not falling, and he's just like, all right, I'm just going to go get 10 assists. Right? But when he's not allowed to do that, and his shot isn't falling, he completely phases out. Like he's pointless out there. So I do like that, like, okay, well, let's put the ball in his hands and let him kind of go make some plays. Right? And when his offense is cooking, now you get the double whammy. Now the defense is in trouble. Because now you don't know if D'Lo's going to score or if he's going to pass. Right? And then same thing with Austin Reaves. Like you allow Austin Reaves to go with LeBron and be Austin Reaves. allow him to be aggressive, find his spots, play off LeBron. All of these things I think are very important for the Lakers, and just, the two guards that we have that, until a trade or something happens, you need the best version of these two possible. You need these two to be the best version that you can have them be all you can be. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree? Think yes, this is great. This is brilliant. Love that they're running the 2-man game and all that. Do you think no? Let's kind of keep it, the offense and the system that we have in place. Don't get too crazy. Don't get too off of it. Do you like kind of letting D'Lo be D'Lo, letting Reaves be Reaves? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.